Hey guys, this is MV Pride, and I have a tutorial for you guys today on Adobe Audition 3. I'm just gonna show you guys my settings and what works for me, and what it's just the really good settings that will work on almost any vocals. Doesn't matter how your voice sounds, squeaky, whatever. I'll make your voice sound pretty good. Alright, so I'm just gonna. I don't really need a track. I'm gonna show you the effects that I use basically. Alright. This is track 2. This is where I always start my first vocal, and track 1 is where I put my beat on. Alright, so go to effects track. Then, what you're going to want to do, here let me put up my settings that I use. Let it load. Come on. Alright, as you can see, I have dynamic processing, mastering, hard limiting, Q1 stereo, de-ester stereo, tube modeled compression, that's a compressor, and studio reverb. Alright, so I'm going to show you the dynamics processing settings. No. Alright, as you can see, you can just copy it here because I don't really know how I can tell you the settings for this, so you just try and copy it as good as you can. Okay, just pause the video if you need to. Alright, so we're gonna go to mastering. Wait, just gonna see all this if you guys need to see this. Alright, now we go to mastering. Alright, now you can just copy everything you see here. 30.0, 0.0, 6.0, 20, 2033, 1.4, 0.6, 120,000, 12000.0, 0.0, 6.0, peaking enabled. Leave this at 10.0, 15.0, 30.0, and 15.0. As you can see, like this. Alright, now we're gonna go on to hard limiting, and these are my settings: -5, 5, 7, and 100. And you're gonna want to click link left and right if you haven't, if it's not clicked yet. Alright, now we're gonna move on to Q1 stereo, and this is part of the waves. So if you don't have waves, just Google it or something so you can get it. It's an external plugin. Alright, Q1 stereo, and these are the settings. It's basically 0.0, 0.0, 0.0, 0.0. You basically don't even have to do anything, I think. 12.0 on here. Let's see if, yep, it's basically just like this. Alright, de-ester stereo, that's with the waves also. And you're gonna wanna have just like this, 0.0, split 5506, and have this like this, the high pass one, and you should be good with that. And now the tube model compressor, that's the compressor that I use, and that's negative 23.5, 2.8, 3.0, 10.0, and 23.6. Then last but not least, the studio reverb, and I have my own setting for that. I have two settings actually. And yeah, here, room size 30, the decay 1001, the early reflections 30%, stereo width 40, high frequency cut 140, low frequency cut 600, damping 40%, diffusion 59.40%. For the output level, the dry 100, and wet 39.60. And if you don't know how to get all these, they're easy. Just go see for the dynamics processing. It's right here: amplitude and compression and dynamics processing. For mastering, is where is it? Go to special and then mastering. It's been a long time since I've seen what I have. For special mastering, alright, hard limiting, you go to amplitude and compression, and then hard limiting. Q1 stereo, if you have waves, would be on your VSD, and mine's over here. Q1 stereo is all the way down here. Yours probably will be different, I'm not sure, but mine was just like this. Q1 stereo right here. De-esser stereo, same thing. It's gonna be in the VSTs if you have the waves plugin. It'll be de-esser stereo right there. The tube model compressor should be an amplitude compression and tube model compressor. Studio reverb should be pretty easy to find. You just need to go to reverb and then studio reverb. It's pretty easy. And yeah, those are my settings. Alright, now we're gonna go to the EQ. For the EQ, I have two different EQs. The one that I use the most is the Sexy EQ2. Yeah, it is pretty sexy, so that's why I use it. And it's for the 3, the high is 15, and then this is 7,000. Then for the 2 is 6. This is the mid 6, 2,500, and then for the low first is -10 and 160. I think these right here are default, but I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, and then make sure this is on. Then what I like to do is add a little bit more extra reverb, and I do this. I go to insert, bus track. Alright, I'm trying to just move this over here. Alright, bus track, and then you go here, reverb, studio reverb, and then I use my other settings, which is MVP reverb, and that's 100 for the room size, DK 1915, earlier reflections 30, stereo width 96, high frequency cut 6000, low frequency cut 550, damping 19.30, diffusion 96.80, output level is dry 90.90, the wet is 40.10. And that's basically it for that. Just make sure bus A right here, studio reverb, and then you're gonna want to go here and then add the bus A to all your tracks, just to make sure they all have reverb. Wait, except for this one, because this is where the beat's gonna be. So that one's good, and then you should be good. Your vocals will sound pretty good. Well, that's all. This was Envy Pride, and look out for more. I'm gonna be bringing more tutorials for you guys and more music. I'm trying to bring this channel more up. And well, yeah. Have a good day. Peace out.